Hello everybody, today we're going to be taking a look at Matchbox Moving Parts Mix 6 for 2024. I know I called the last one Mix 6, or no I didn't, because this is Mix 5. This is Mix 5, I called the last Mix 5. I was wrong, that was Mix 4. So I'm all screwed up here, which I'm not going to take the full blame for that, because so is the distribution of these, because these probably should have been out a while ago. Now I've had them for a while, so this video is a little dated already, but hopefully there's still people out there that want to see these. We're gonna start here. Let's just move these with the Buick Riviera in a pink, but it's very pink on the artwork, so it makes the model look silver. Look, but 1964 Buick Riviera. This one debuted last year in black, I believe, and it's already had 2 releases this year. This is the second one. It had a red release in the Matchbox Collector's line. I passed on that one because, you know, really the black one's all you need. The red was kind of too much for me. I like the pink, so I think I'll keep it for now. It doesn't feel like this has any clear coat on it, or maybe they did that on purpose just to give it like a dull 60s look. But it is a very well done casting, and I hate to say it, but the doors kind of ruin it. I think all the moving parts ruin them, really, unless it's like a hood. Or, well, actually, the rest of these are all fine. The door and the hoods are fine. The sliding door, at least, not the opening doors, because that gap is kind of ugly, and this side is like a little crooked. But otherwise, headlights are not detailed, but the markers are. Headlights are already chrome, so I don't really need it. Speaking of chrome, we got chrome trim down the side here on all your vents, your window trim. Very nice that Matchbox was able to do that. Even the door handle. Riviera on the front fender here. Taillights look good. So this one got full details, which is very nice. And you got your little trunk key. Chrome base, which is also very nice. I see them doing more of that. I know it was a struggle a couple years ago with these chrome bases, because half of them would have it, half of them wouldn't. Seems like most of the cars that are supposed to have a chrome base are getting the chrome base, which is nice. Doors open up. I love that classic upholstery that they got going on the door there. It really shows it off very nicely. I'm trying to it's hard to describe it, but if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. There is your pink Riviera, very, very fitting color, and I love it. Not as much as the black one, but here we have the Mercedes-Benz Sprinter. Now, the yellow window is questionable, but I think this deco is cool. Would it fit better on a Toyota? Yeah, but I think it's still cool on the Mercedes. And, well, look at that. This thing has half of a holder. The tires aren't even locked in because it's so big. But yeah, just flat black with the orange and yellow classic striping is just awesome. The headlights look funny because they're not finished. And it's not like they had a decal pass on the front there, because this was on the plastic base. Mercedes badge and the fog lights. There's your half headlight detail. Yeah, the yellow window, I don't... Why? Why did they choose yellow windows? I don't know. Orange trim on the rims there. Matchbox 4x4 Sprinter. And oh, they got a nice silver trim on top there. Or gray trim at least. Taillights are done. They go fully around. Mercedes emblem on the back. This thing is heavy because all the windows are covered up. It's all metal because it's supposed to be an overlander. There's your roof rack and ladder, which is actually, the ladder's a separate piece from the roof rack. You see the crack there. Chainsaw on the top, baggage, and what's that, like an AC thing for glamping. Door handles are silver on this side. Were they on this side? Yes, they are. Okay. With silver, gray. Why won't the door open? Trust me, it is a moving parts. Why it won't open, who knows. That's strange, because my other one does not do this. There we go. So yeah, this thing is like full Overlander. Got like a little kitchen in there. Got a bed. Very cool. Very cool. Is that like hair in there? Whoever put this together at the factory. Door is metal. And shuts very nicely. And it even snaps into place there, which is why it's hard to open. You know, yeah, you can tell it's an opening part. I mean, they don't get the stripe very centered either. But it's still fine. Still very cool. Very cool casting. And it is massive. It is massive. Not, I wouldn't say true to scale, but it's pretty decently sized. I mean, you have to compare it to like the Greenlight Ford Transit. Next, we have the 2004 Honda S2000. Been a minute since we've seen this casting. I think it was released early last year, maybe late the year before, in white. There was the Japanese exclusive release in green, but of course, not many people have that in the US. I probably could after all my importing from Japan. I don't know why I haven't sorted that out yet. But this blue version is very nice. To be honest, it's not the greatest casting in the world. I think it's a little narrow. And the headlights might be a little big. Probably because they're lensed. They look big. But it's very nice, very well done. And the engine detailing is very nice. I remember this being one of the first moving parts models with the opening hood. And yeah, people just went crazy over it. The yellow version, I don't know where I even got my yellow one from. I had to get it secondhand because I could not find that in the store. But yeah, Honda VTEC. Very nice detailing in there, though. I think they just copied and pasted this from the white version because all this front support here where the struts are, that should be body colored, right? Why is it white? I think they just copied and pasted that decal from the white version. Honda badge on the front bumper. And you got your very nice taillight details. S2000, Honda, and your brake light on the back there. I like Matchbox really focusing on these more modern Japanese cars. You got this, the 3000 GT. Oh, that's not super modern, but the new Z, which is nice. Not many brands do S2000s, especially just bone stock ones. You know, the Hot Wheels one's a little crazy. I don't care too much for it. Sorry, Ryu. I have the first editions of it, though. Or one of them. The TLV one's pretty nice, and it's got an opening hood, just like the Matchbox. And the Mini GT one's fine as well. I got the CR version, because that one's not done at all in 164. But anyway, moving on, we have the final model of the case, new for 2024. This is the Bizzarrini 530 GT Corsa Reveal. I've never heard of this vehicle, and it does look like a Ferrari. This is probably the closest Matchbox can get to a Ferrari. It definitely looks Italian. It's definitely got an Italian name. It's got an emblem up there. It'd be really funny if this was a Matchbox original casting and they gave it its own brand and everything. Which, honestly, I would love to see Matchbox do something like that. I don't know if anybody knows. I know this is going to pull a whole different demographic, but Greenville, yeah, the Roblox game, they used to make their own brand of vehicles. They kind of look like Kias a little bit, even though they had Kias in the game. But they were like their own, they look like a Kia Volvo mix, maybe like a Lycan Co. or something like that, you know. But it was the own design of vehicles, their own brand. And I think it'd be cool if Matchbox did something like that. Instead of just saying everything is MBX dump truck, MBX, you know, whatever. If they had like an actual brand and they actually came up with names for their cars and they had a sports car, a truck, I think that'd be cool. And I think that a lot of Matchbox collectors would think that's cool. Of course, for the people who collect real cars, it'd just be like, eh. But it'd make a good base for customs because then you can have people customizing the Matchbox brand of vehicles. you know, making wide body kits for them, and just it'd be pretty cool. I've wondered how that would play out. This kind of looks like a Shelby. Kind of like Cobra in the front, Daytona in the back, sort of thing going on here. It's very cool, and I want to see the proportions on the real vehicle because it's very flat, very fat. It's a very interesting vehicle. I'm genuinely intrigued by it now. This is very well done. This color is gorgeous. Headlight details look amazing. You got the emblem up front there. I'll also be interested to see if they do any more vehicles from this brand. What is it? Bizzarrini? Bizzarrini? You know, totally not trying to look like Ferrari. There's your engine. I have no idea what that is. Is that a 6-cylinder? 8-cylinder? 10-cylinder? I can't tell. It's... Wait, there's there's 4 valves on each side. Is that a V8? Looks like an 8-cylinder. Number 3. So this has got to be based on a real deco as well. There's the emblem on the back there. Taillights looking good. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be researching this vehicle. Thing looks pretty cool. And yeah, like I said, the closest thing Matchbox is going to get to a Ferrari, at least in the modern era here. Too bad Mattel lost the license because Matchbox is a little glow up here. Not that they were terrible before, but with this moving parts and the collector's line getting better, getting new rims, I think they could knock Ferraris out of the park. And Hot Wheels more so, I don't know, Matchbox might have them on that. Hot Wheels was really failing on Ferraris, and that's probably why they left them, because everything had a massive wheel in the back, like a muscle car, and Ferrari's like, yeah, we're done here. But anyway, there's your Mix 5 for 2024. Let me know what you guys think. Have you ever heard of this guy before? And I'll see you on the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye for now.